Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving tips and advice for upcoming middle schoolers or 6th graders coming from a 7th grader. I was in 6th grade this past school year, so I'm just giving out some tips. So I just have like a list here of like what I'm gonna go through first. So I have grades, hygiene, drama, friends, dating, do's and don'ts, and what to expect. So yeah, let's get into it. My first thing is grades. Keep your grades like good and stuff. Like, I'm not saying you have to be like the straight A student, but like, don't fail your classes, because at the end of the day, it's not really gonna help you. It's just gonna it's not cool to be failing or held back, if that makes sense. Also, like, this category really just falls into like grades, the things with your teachers. Like, you don't have to like all your teachers, obviously, but like you can hate your teachers and stuff, but I'm just like, don't start beef with every single teacher just because they're not like your favorite. Like, obviously, if there's like a horrible teacher, then sure, but like, don't just go starting beef with teachers or people. That will go into like the drama category and stuff, like the beef with people and stuff. My next thing is hygiene. So with hygiene, keep your hygiene well. Wear deodorant. Don't stink, please. Wear perfume if you want. If you can, bring like a mini deodorant to school. Like, if you have like PE or gym or whatever you call it, or you like go outside and it's hot, you can have like, so you don't smell. Also, if you don't want to do that, bring perfume. Most of the time that does save you, because like, as long as you're not like running around rolling in mud and stuff, you're gonna be fine for the most part. But if you're like you understand, like, keep your hygiene well, take showers, obviously, brush your teeth. I mean, really, this is just basic hygiene, but like, keep your hygiene good. Like, it doesn't have to be like the most expensive shower routine ever, but as long as you take showers, that's good. Like, it doesn't have to be super expensive, super long. Just have basic and good hygiene. You know, you don't want to be known as the smelly person, if that makes sense. My next category is drama. So back to what I said before, like, obviously you can, like, I wouldn't recommend just getting into a whole bunch of drama, but like, if you do get into like a couple drama for like the most, like, it's not going to be super bad, but like, I wouldn't want to be like, don't just go starting stuff with people. Like, you don't want to be known as the person who just starts stuff with people, if that makes sense. You can be messy, but don't just be like overly messy to the point where it's just annoying. Because like if you're like overly messy to the point where it's annoying, like, you don't care about anything except being messy or drama, like, don't be like that, because honestly, it's just annoying if you think about it. Like, obviously, if you do get into some drama, like, do something about it, but also don't just be a drama chaser, if that makes sense. My next tip is friends. So really, just be friends with whoever you want, really. Like, I'm not just gonna tell you, oh, you can't be friends with this person, be friends with this person, but like, I'm just saying, if your friends are fake, please drop them. Don't just, also, here's the thing, don't just drop your friends just to drop them. I did that like 2 years ago. That was embarrassing. Don't do that. Like, just don't do like weird stuff. Like, don't be a weird friend, if that makes sense. Don't just like go dropping people for no reason. I don't know, people do this like a lot, but don't drop your friends to be popular, because at the end of the day, it's not cool. And also, at the end of the day, no one really cares about those people anyway, so like, you're really just doing it just to hurt yourself. For your friends, I would recommend, like, have friends that do like the right thing. Like, obviously your friends don't have to be like, you know, perfect and stuff, but because obviously no one's perfect, but like, I'm saying, don't be friends with the person who is known for trouble and stuff. So like, if they ever do get in trouble and you're involved even though you didn't do anything, they'll just automatically assume you did something because you like hang out with like the bad kid and stuff. Also, like, don't have fake friends, and don't be a fake friend either. Like, everyone's just like, don't have fake friends. Drop your fake friends, but also don't be the fake friend either, if that makes sense. My next tip is dating. I'm not going to be the person who's just like, oh yeah, you can't date, but also, at the same time, if you really date in like middle school, it's not even dating. It's really just, oh yeah, I'm with this person just to be with them. Like, it's not like you guys are actually doing anything, you know? It's not like you guys are actually going on dates, if that makes sense. Honestly, like, middle school relationships last for 2 weeks max. Well, not always, but most of the time it's really like 2-3 weeks, a month and stuff, but like, you're not doing it for marriage, if that makes sense. Like, this person is not going to be the love of your life, and if it is, like, congrats, but like, it's most likely not going to. Like, if you get your heart broken easily over small things, I wouldn't recommend dating, because as soon as the person breaks up with you, you're gonna be depressed and crying and stuff, if that makes sense. So if you're like that person, if you're like kind of like that, but if you really don't care and you just want to do it just to do it, sure, I don't really care. Also, I wouldn't recommend, like, I don't know, people do this apparently, but people will like just get with someone just to say that they're with them, but then they don't actually like them. I wouldn't really advise that. I would advise to just, like, if you do like them and they like you back, sure, get with them. But, like, if someone goes up to you and says that they like you and you want to date, and you just say yes just to say yes, but then in reality you hate the person, like, that's not healthy. Don't do that. My next thing is what to expect, because really, I don't know, people come into middle school thinking that it's going to be like the movies. Trust me, like, you know, the people, like, whenever there's the middle school movie, there's always, like, the nerds, the popular kids, blah, 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 whatever, the weird kids. Like, honestly, that doesn't really exist. Everyone's just kind of coexisting with each other. We're all figuring this out, if this makes sense. Like, the people who you think are popular most likely aren't, if that makes sense. Like, you're not going to come in and expect it to be bullied. Like, you could be bullied a bit, but it's not, like, going to be movies bullied to the point where people follow you around bullying you, if that makes sense. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, it needs to be, like, realistic. Like, people come in thinking it's going to be, like, super unrealistic. Like, this is just, like, the realistic side of it. Also, it really just depends on what school you go to. Like, don't, like, people either say that the teachers are the worst or the best. It really just depends on what teachers you have. Oh, that is one thing for my do's, for my don'ts. Don't tell the teachers your business. Like, even if you think they're, like, your best friend or whatever, or they're trustworthy, 9 times out of 10, they're not trustworthy with your business. By your business, I just mean, like, genuine school drama. Like, if this person's dating this person, like, I wouldn't recommend telling the teachers, because then, I don't know, somehow parents always get involved with that stuff. Also, another don't is, like, don't just try to get people in trouble. Like, if someone taps your shoulder, like, in a mean way in the hallway, don't go try to snitch on them and just get them in trouble over something dumb. Like, don't just do stuff over something dumb. Like, obviously, if it was something, like, big, then yes. Like, I'm not saying just don't go tell, like, the principal or the teacher about someone taking your pencil. I mean, like, if it gets to a point where it's, like, annoying, yeah, but, like, I'm saying don't bring it up with, like, the principal and stuff over dumb things. Like, obviously, if it's something, like, big, like, for example, someone made an account about you and they're, like, bullying you online and stuff. Well, that's different, but, like, if it's, like, something actually, like, big, then yes, but most of the time it's not worth wasting your time and everyone else's time over something like that, if that makes sense. Do your work, because a lot of time people don't do the work and then they fail, or they, like, don't get the stuff. Like, I found out if you don't do your work, like, you will end up just, like, not understanding. Don't skip, like, don't spend an hour in the bathroom every class. Don't do that. But, like, if it's, like, something small, like, I wouldn't call 10 minutes in the bathroom skipping. That's not considered skipping. But if you're, like, spending 30 minutes in the bathroom every single day in every class, then yes, that's skipping. Don't do that, because, like, at the end of the day, it's not really worth it, because, like, if you have, like, an assignment or a test, you're not going to understand anything on it. Same with, like, skip. Like, I don't know why people do this, but people, like, when they know there's tests, they all skip. They skip. Like, I don't get that. I don't get skipping on a test, because then you're just gonna have to redo it, and then you're just gonna have a bunch of remake work. Like, I'm not just saying, like, if you get sick or something, or, like, you have a vacation, you don't go to school, like, that's perfectly fine, but I'm saying don't purposely, like, skip just to not go to school and stuff, or just, like, not do work. Like, it's not even that. It's just people just skip not to do work. Like, I wouldn't recommend doing any of that. I can't really think of do's. I can really just think of don'ts of, like, people, what they would think of. Don't be known as, like, I feel like people get, like, all up about labels, like, people labeling you. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but it gets to a point, like, if you're known as someone, like, don't make, like, an image to you. Like, if like, for example, don't be known as the bad kid that no one likes, for example. Like, I mean, like, I'm generally speaking, like, you don't want to be known as that one person that no one likes, no one hangs out with, everyone's talking bad about, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want to be known as that. And just, like, genuine advice is, like, to shorten it up, just be nice to people. Don't start stuff. Get good grades, and really that's it. And, like, people call that stuff nerdy, but, like, it's just the genuine advice. Next year, I will be making a advice for 7th graders. So this is really, if you're a 7th grader watching this, like, I mean, you can still watch it, obviously, but, like, this is really for, like, the new ones who don't know what to expect when they come in middle school. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but That's just like my genuine advice for it. So thanks for watching. My next video will be a back to school haul, so make sure, or back to school shopping and haul, so make sure to stay tuned for that.